Okay, so right now, hi, welcome everyone. I'm live on two different platforms, so this is going to be interesting tonight. I am live on Facebook as well as on my other platform with my other participants tonight, my Let's Get Naked series. Hey Tony, I see that you joined, and Annette joined us on the other platform. So I'm going to get things set up and broadcast it in my other groups too. Hey Gail, so that we have all of this kind of put together. So let's see. Let's go do that right now. And I wanted to come on a minute or two early so that I could set all this up and we could start at 8 o'clock. So we shall see how that goes. All right, perfect. It's on there. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're doing the first day in the 5 steps to say I quit. And today we're doing number 1, which is what is my purpose? Okay, so that's what we're going to cover tonight. And for those of you who are on my other platform, I promise you this will totally sink in what we normally do every month. So just hang in with me. You'll see how we make all the connections and we tie all of this up. So I want you guys to just hang out with me for a minute. I'm trying to see. Very good. Okay. All righty. Excellent. All right. So it's the top of the hour and we're going to get started. I don't want to take, all day, and I want to honor your time. So I thank you so much for joining us tonight, and very, very excited about that. So as you see, I'll be pushing buttons when we first get started for a little while. For joining us tonight. And there we go. Okay. So I had to change some things around so we don't have that echo sound. So like I said, today is day 1 in our 5-day series of the 5 steps to say I quit. So we're going to do 1 step each night, so that way it's not overwhelming, it's not too much. But I want to do it in bite-sized pieces so that you guys can hear it, understand it, digest it, process it. If you have any questions, by all means, write your comments in. I'm definitely going to be answering more of the intensive questions in my group, because that way it's private, it's a select group of people, and you can see that. So I've posted the link there. So if you really want to ask a personal question about yourself, by all means, go to that link, go to my group so that I can answer your questions. Right now, this video is public, so anyone and everyone in the world can see it. So if you've got a specific question for me, it would so much be better if you put it in the group so that way I can answer you guys, okay? So now, since we're talking about this huge thing about purpose, right? People say, what's your life purpose? Every time someone says that to me, it seems really, really big. If you agree, you can comment and say absolutely yes. That's a massive, massive question. And so I want to start with the definition. People say purpose, passion. What does that mean? And purpose really is an intention. It's a goal. And when you think of a goal, that to me seems way more manageable than when you say, what is your life purpose? Because that sounds massive and huge. And I don't know about you, but if you have a life like I have, we have a lot to do on an everyday basis. So when you ask me such a massive question, it feels overwhelming. So we want to break it down into chunks. So when I talk about purpose, and we're going to talk about it in a small area. When we're talking about your job, we're talking about career. We're talking about that piece right there. We're not talking about everything in your life. We're not talking about everything in the world. Just that piece there. When you think about what is it that I would absolutely love to do, what would that be? If there were no conditions on it, you didn't have to be this age, this size, this look, this thing. What would you absolutely love to do? You know, a lot of times we don't spend time thinking about that. We spend time in our day-to-day routine going from this place to that place, doing all the things on our to-do list, right? I'm a mom, so yes, there's always a big to-do list. There's always big things for me to do. But purpose, passion is more than that. It's not the things that you're obligated to do. It's not the things that other people have put on you to do. It's the thing that sits in your heart. It's the thing that sits in your soul, that when you're quiet and when you're alone, it kind of whispers to you. And here's one of the keys that I totally believe are connected to passion. If you get that whispering voice that says, hey, what about this? And when you hear that, you instantly kind of like push back or you get a little scared. That's probably something you should listen to. You know, because we're really good at deciphering what we don't want, right? If someone says, LaShonda, I want to go out and be a cook in a high-end restaurant, I'd be like, hell no, that so does not appeal to me. It's very easy for me to say, nope, that's not my passion. And I can give you 50 million reasons why that's not my passion. Yes, do I like to cook at home and play around in the kitchen? Absolutely. But do I want to do that on a regular basis, or do I want to do that for a career or for my purpose? Absolutely not. So there's deciphering categories here. You know, the category of things that we just absolutely positively know, no way in the world I want to do them. Nuh-uh, you couldn't pay me enough money. So throw those all out the window. Then there's the things of we sit and we're like, I wonder, what if? Is this possible? Could it be? You know, those are what I call the simpler things to imagine. But like I said, there's that still voice that comes in and says, hey, what about this? I really believe that passion and purpose speak quietly. You know, it's like that divine voice that you get, you know, when God speaks to you and you feel it or you experience it. It's not really loud or really big. It's just that calm, still, quiet knowing. I believe your passion is the same way. And I believe that's why a lot of us have issues with finding our passion, because we've got a lot of chatter going on in our brain. We've got a lot of outside stuff distracting us. So we can't hear the voice. And when it does come up, it seems so special and so wow that we feel like, no, that can't be me. You can't want me to do that, because it really touches our heart. When you get to that passion, it's that thing that it really touches your heart and it feels special. You know, it's that thing that feels special, not that thing that, oh yeah, anybody could do that. No, that purpose, that passion, and when it comes to career, is that very special thing. And we tend to push it away. We tend to deny that it even exists, that it's even possible for us to do. You know, we tend to let fear control our life more than we're aware. And that's the sad part, because a lot of us have work jobs or maybe still in jobs that are just paying the bills. And there are people that I know in my life that I love and admire so much that have spent a big chunk of their time paying bills and spending their chunk of time in the job that just pays bills. You can hear my dog in the background. He's decided every time I see him to do a video, he decides to move around. He likes to do that, you know. So I think it's really important, totally important, that you look at that. Do you want to spend your life, and a good quality part of your life, just working a job? You know, there's so many stories, and I bet you every single person on both of my platforms today can think about people they know who spent a big chunk of the quality of their life working a job that wasn't their passion, that they wanted to do something else, and by the time maybe they retired or left that, then guess what happened? Something happened with their health. Something happened with something else. And their life changed. The quality of their life changed. So when they were their healthiest and their most vibrant and when they felt the most alive was when they were doing something they didn't enjoy. And then when they left that place and they left that position, that's when the health things catch up with them. That's when all the other stuff catches up with them, which is supposed to be the best time of their life. And yet it's not. Because when they look back, they've spent a big chunk of their life in places that they didn't want to be, doing things they didn't really want to do. And a lot of times it may be because they forgot to ask the question, what do I love? What is my purpose? What is my passion? And we don't ask that question for a multitude of reasons. One, we're afraid of what the answer is, like we talked about, that still quiet voice that we're like, oh no, that can't be me. And hi guys, I saw you guys that came in later. I didn't forget about you. But we don't want to hear that voice. Oh, we're afraid that we can't do it. And here's what I know. And I want to give this to you because this is the real. If you were given something in your heart, that's for you. That wasn't a mistake. That wasn't a fluke. Especially if you hear it over and over. You might have heard it 10 years ago. You might have heard it 5 years ago. But it seems to keep repeating itself. It's not a mistake. That message is for you. Remember, the divine doesn't make mistakes. We do, absolutely, every day, almost, sometimes several minutes of the day. But the divine doesn't. And your heart and your soul does not make mistakes. So if you've had that in your heart and you've ignored it, you got to ask yourself why. Why did I ignore that? Why did I dismiss that? Why did I think that possibly couldn't have been a message for me? Why did I think that God wanted me to play small? And I don't mean big in the sense that you have to be huge as a president or Oprah or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Living big in your life is different for everyone. When we live our purpose and do something that fills our heart and our soul, that's living big. Whatever that is for you. We're all different. We're all unique. There's not a one size fits all. So when I say living big, that's what I mean. I don't know what everybody else means, but I can only speak for me. So when you hear me talk and I say you're playing small, that's what I mean. That you're not living your biggest self, the biggest you could be, all in and being all of you. All of that. Purpose is so important, guys. It is so, so important. Hey, Ivy, Harry, Michelle. So important. Because think, this life is not a dress rehearsal, right? We're here to play full on, have fun, be abundant, create many things, enjoy. And a lot of us spend time, and I know I did. I totally, totally did. I spent hours and hours at jobs, over 40 hours a week, working for someone else. If you guys can relate, put yes, put hearts, absolutely. I spent all that time doing some work that was paying my bills. And I did the work because it paid my bills. And obviously, we all need our bills paid. But it wasn't fulfilling my heart. It wasn't fulfilling my soul. I felt like at times I was just going through the motions. And there's a point in your life where you get and you want more. Like, this isn't it. This can't be what I was meant to do. This can't be all that life is. I want more. And I'm here to tell you, you deserve more. If you've got that longing in your heart, you absolutely, positively deserve more. That's why the longing is there. That's why the message keeps coming up. Because it's meant for you to have more. Absolutely. We're here to create more and more and more all of our lives. We're never supposed to stop. That doesn't make us greedy. Because you know what? The more we create, the more we help other people. The more we're able to reach out and impact somebody's life in a positive way. That's not greedy. That's service. That's a full life of service. And that's what we're here to do. That's exactly what we're here to do. So here's the cool thing, guys. I've got some tips for you to look at yourself, to look at what's going on in your life, to examine, what is my purpose? What is my passion? What is it that my heart and my soul are asking me to do? So one of the things is that we talked about earlier, you got to quiet down the chatter. You got to quiet down that chatter. We got to find a way to clear it out. So some of us, like me, I love walking around in nature. Love it, love it, love it. Because it distracts me from my to-do list and all the stuff that's going on in my life. And it helps me to get clear and quiet and focus. That's important. So that's one way to do it. If you guys, I'm going to type it in right now. Okay. I put my website up there because what I want you guys to realize, on my website, I just created a really cool visualization. And the visualization is less than 10 minutes long. So that's the cool part. And it's a visualization to help quiet down the chatter in your mind. So if you need some help with quieting down the chatter, with really kind of zoning in and getting connected to who you are and what is that heart saying to you, what is your soul saying, listen to the visualization. And you can listen to it over and over and over again. And it's free. It's on my homepage of my website. So just go there and you can download it and use that as much as you desire. Because it's important that we get quiet and we get still. The other part of the process that you can do is simply make a list of all the things that you love to do. You know, remember when you were little and we used to write, oh, I love this, I love this, I love this. Do it again. Because here's the thing that I know. At 20, my list looks so different now that I'm over 40. Way, way different. So create a list of the things that you love, the things that you like, the things that you love, you really enjoy doing. And search on that list and see, what is it that I could do? What is it that I could change and create into a really cool way of being and having a career? The other piece is, here's my warning to you guys. Our fears are so great. They're so massive. And I say us because I'm so in there with you. Don't let fear have you dismiss something. Nah, I couldn't do that. Nah, that's not possible. Don't let fear talk you out of your destiny. Don't let fear do it. Because if you're like me, I started on this path later. I started on this path over 40 because I let fear keep talking me out of it, keep dismissing it for me, saying, no, you can't do it. No, it's not possible. Don't let fear do that to you. Don't let it stop you. Totally check your fear. You know, truly check your fear. The other thing is that it's important, guys, don't dismiss your passion because you're thinking, well, I still have to pay bills. You know, I selected this title, The 5 Steps to Say I Quit, because it's fun and we want to quit a job that we don't like. But here's what I know. You can't quit tomorrow. We have our responsibilities and obligations. I get that. So that's why I'm giving you the 5 steps. Because when you do these 5 pieces and you put them in place in your life, it will create a plan where you absolutely can walk away from that place that's draining your energy, that what I call a soul-sucking cubicle. You can walk away from that. So that's really important. I'm also going to offer in my group, I'm not going to put it in the public, but I'm going to offer in my group and also to my women who are on my Zoom platform, is that if you want to meet with me and do what I call a connection call, where we talk for 15 minutes or so and talk about ideas about your passion. Because sometimes, like I said, our fears are so great that we let it talk us out of what we really want to do. So I'm going to put the link to my calendar in my group. So you have to join my group to get this. I'm not putting this out publicly, but you have to be in the group. And if you want to do that, like I said, I'm putting the link for the group in there. I will put my calendar link in the group. If you want to sign up for a free call and we're just going to brainstorm your passion and some ideas of what you can do, we'll do that. The call is, like I said, it's about a 15-minute call. There's no selling. I'm not going to sell you my programs. I'm not going to sell you to work with me, all of that kind of stuff. The specific thing about this call is about your passion. What is it? Let's decipher. Let's play around with some ideas. Let's brainstorm. Let me help you move your fear out of the way so that you can step into possibility. I have so enjoyed sharing this with you tonight. This is day 1 of day 5. So we are going to go all in this week, and I'm going to share, like I said, the 5 steps to saying I quit. To my Facebook family, I want to say I'm ending our session. To my women on Zoom, I'm not ending the session because we've got more to cover. We're going to go a little bit deeper in this because we go personal. Let's get naked is what I call it, because we go in and we go deep. But to my Facebook family, guys, I will see you here tomorrow. We will go into step 2 of this process of saying I quit. Join my group if you want to meet with me. Like I said, the link will be there. So on Facebook, guys, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.